Good evening, everybody. This is my favorite time of day. We're done with dinner, everything's been cleaned up, and we've had a really good day as a family. I've gotten a lot of work done here in the plant room, and I just wanted to share something with you that happened today that really lifted my spirits. I had to go out today and pick up some more potting mix, as you might imagine, and a few other things while I was out. And there's just something about going out right now that really makes me anxious. And, the whole checkout process, wasn't everybody just acting differently? So I was putting my items in the back of my van from the big flatbed cart that I had, and I must have been looking really frazzled because when I was done, this lady was going from her vehicle into the store and she said, "Hey, can I take that into the store for you?" And I just looked at her and I said, "Oh, really? Thank you so much." And she was like, "Well, I'm going in there anyway." And it was just the most natural thing in the world. And it just really struck me. And I was just really overwhelmed for a minute by that one small act of kindness. So I just wanted to share that with you today and maybe lift your spirits a little bit because I know it lifted mine. And I do have some plant related news for you today. So I've updated the shop with everything. All the inventory is updated, and there's some new varieties of tomatoes coming, but they're not ready this week. They'll be ready in a week or two. But some of our old favorites are back in the shop and available for purchase this week and pick up on Saturday. But one thing that does have new varieties this week, and that's available this week, is nasturtiums. And I just love nasturtiums. I have the 3 types that were available and sold out recently, so I have those back in the shop. And I have 3 new varieties. So I have the older ones, Bloody Mary, Tall Trailing, and Orchid Cream. And then the new ones that I have are Alaska Mix, Peach Melba, and Yeti, which is a really sweet, creamy white color. But I really do love nasturtiums so much. I'm planning on having them spilling out of all of my raised beds once my raised beds are filled and I get to plant them. So a quick update on that. We've contracted with a local tree service who's going to be coming in and removing some of the shrubs in our backyard that are kind of in the way of optimal placement for our raised garden bed, the garden beds. So once they come and do that, we're kind of at their mercy. They'll get to be moved into their forever home and filled with soil and planted up with all the vegetables that I have just waiting to be planted out there. I'm sure a lot of you can identify with that feeling of impatience that I'm experiencing right now and just really wanting to get my garden going. So that's an update on that, and I will keep you updated as it goes because I'm so excited about it. I have to share it with you. Okay, so one update is I still have over a dozen of each of the zucchini, the heirloom zucchini, and the heirloom yellow squash plants available. So those are in the shop and those are available for pickup this Saturday. If you want to, if you're a little bit more further along in your garden than I am and can get those in the ground, then I've got them for you. Oh, and I do have another flower in the shop for you. It's called yarrow, and if you're not familiar with yarrow, it is a flowering herb, and it's actually a medicinal plant that you can kind of look up the uses of it. But it's one of the best things about it is it's a pollinator attractor for your garden. So you can have it planted around amongst your vegetables, kind of similar to what we do with marigolds and nasturtiums. They attract the bees, which are good for that plant, but it's also really good for your other plants that need pollinators, like tomatoes and peppers and various other things. I had yarrow all over my garden in Papua New Guinea, and I'm really looking forward to growing it again here. So I have the 2 kinds. I have common yarrow, which is a whitish yarrow, and I also have cerise queen, which is a couple different shades of pink. So it goes from a really light pink up to a deep magenta color. So those are the two kinds that I. So well, that is it for today. I am really looking forward to this Saturday and seeing everybody who's placed an order this week can come and pick up their plants. As usual, I'll have your plants all grouped together either in a box or in a bag and with your name on it, and you can just swing by and pick up your plants, or if you want you can just linger a little bit and chat with me. And hey, I think we're at the point where even if you haven't placed an order this week, you can just swing by between noon and 2 o'clock on Saturday and see what kind of plants I have. You never know, there might be something that you might have missed on the website. And so I'm planning on being open, but being available for plant order pickups as well as drop-ins every Saturday from noon to 2 for the growing season. So, all right, we'll see you then. Bye.